What's up, guys? Alpine Gremlin again here with some more World of Tanks gameplay. Today we're taking a look at the T29, an American Tier 7 medium heavy tank, actually. It's probably one of the best Tier 7s I've had. It's, I would argue, the best Tier 7 heavy, just because of that amazing turret that it has. The hull armor is not too impressive. 102 millimeters at the front, and not sure how much at the sides and rear. Definitely enough for really most tanks below you and at your tier to penetrate. So the key to playing this tank is to keep it hull down. This battle was I liked this battle because I ended up winning it for my team, but it's one of those heavies that you can play relatively aggressively, but you need to know when you've had enough, just because of how it's set up. Because if you can, when you're leading a push, you need to watch your hull, because at only 102 millimeters thick, tanks at tier 7 aren't going to have any trouble penetrating. But what you want to do is you want to maximize the amount of time they have to be shooting at this turret, which is incredibly well armored. Nothing is getting through. There's tier 9 and 10s that can't penetrate this turret, and nothing can penetrate the gun mantle. And this KV-1S is kind of blocking every opportunity I have. I go out to take a shot. This isn't something you want to really do, but this KV-1S is blocking my side scrape position, so I can't really get a good look out there. In this battle, I have the stock engine, but everything else is upgraded. I have the better turret and the 105 millimeter. I took a hit there. He hit my side armor. Then there's a bounce off of the side of my turret. They're shooting at those little rangefinder bars at the side of my turret, which used to be weak points but are no longer. But yeah, in this game I haven't had too many battles in the T29, but I figured out how to play it pretty quickly, I think anyway. There's an IS on that side. Now, this gun's got 192 millimeters of pen, so more than enough. I'll let that 1S take a hit. So now I'll go up, and 192 millimeters of pen is more than enough to get through this IS's frontal armor. So I'll back off and wait for my reload. And he's down. So I start pushing this side with the T29. T34, 85. No shots on him yet. Gonna want to make a note of his position as I move up, just because I want to protect my side. So now look at the map. If you look at the mini map, we are losing that western flank. They have a lot of their heavies that should have gone city have gone the field, and this is putting them in a bad spot because we're pushing the town. But now we have to make a choice here in the city. Either we can keep pushing, or we can go back. Alright, so I had a damaged gun there. I repaired it. You can see all these shots are either bouncing off of my turret, or the lower hull is pretty good at trolling. The lower hull's pretty good at trolling lower tier vehicles, just because of how it's angled at the front. Anyway, you angle that front plate a little bit, and a lot of tier 6s and 5s will be hard pressed to penetrate it. Taking hits on my side and rear, but his gun isn't that damaging, so I'm not really concerned. Now that's a 226 hit. So he's firing high explosive, but he's backing off, so I can leave him alone. Because I have to head back, because nobody on my team is responding to the threat, really. So I'm going to head back, and I'm going to take out that ARL. And that was kind of lucky. The gun isn't that accurate where you can just snapshot like that and really get a kill, but it is accurate enough to get the job done in most cases. Now again, you gotta the explanation for some of the things I'm doing here. I have a very bad engine. It's only, you know, it's the stock engine, so the horsepower to ton ratio is not very good. You can tell just by how I'm moving. It's not the slowest thing in the world, but it's slow to accelerate, and you know, and it has a relatively low top speed. So I can't really, you know, I can't really go anywhere fast. This jumbo is throwing high explosive at me. I get really unlucky with taking out this jumbo here, and if I had just taken him out here with these 2 shots that I aimed a little more carefully, the game would have been a lot easier for me. But 2 of my hits there, you could see, just hit the ground, and now I have to worry about him. But I do take this guy out. Goes right through his front plate. The jumbo might have good armor at tier 6, but against tier 7s it's not as good. I'm still taking HE fire from these E2 Shermans, which is relatively aggravating. They keep hitting me, and I don't have a repair kit, so he's gonna just hold me here. But luckily he doesn't shoot again, because I think I disappear. But if he was smart, he would have kept hitting me with those HE rounds, because I had no repair kit and I wasn't going anywhere. Luckily though, he stopped firing because I disappeared off of his update. So I have to go. My team's gonna give me some shit here, that I'm crossing the open field to get, you know, without any cover. Because if you look, I've got an E2 and an M18 and an M44 artillery on the other team against me. But in reality, I have the stock engine, and I'm not doing anything. I'm not getting there fast. If I go around through the city, I'm not going to make it in time. But what I can do is I can use this depression here to go hull down. And if I go hull down, this Hellcat is not going to pen me. Just enough of my tank is showing what I want him to shoot at, which is my turret, and you can see him bouncing off the gun mantle. So I reset, I back off and move around a little bit because artillery is aiming at me. I'm gonna spot him again. There he is, and he's off the cap. So now all that's left is an E2 and an M44. I want to keep on the move because again I'm a slow heavy. So artillery does enjoy slow heavy tanks. They are easy to hit, and with a turret this large, if artillery splashes me on top, I'm done. So I'm gonna get a hit onto this jumbo, but it bounces off because of his angle. But I keep moving, move and shoot, shoot and move, because artillery is still, I need to get to those buildings. Now, look at the team. That artillery, despite what the players on my team that are dead are saying, the artillery can aim. He's got 3 kills. So you've got to be aware of that. 3 kills. He knows how to play artillery. He's just getting bad luck with his RNG, which determines whether or not you hit a target or penetrate or how much damage you do. He's getting bad luck because the rounds aren't going where he's sending them. But that doesn't mean he doesn't know how to aim. So I need to get in cover. I'm going to use these buildings because I have a general idea where he is. And somehow I bounce off his side armor. The round goes wide. And that would have been a great hit. Could have possibly gone through his engine and set him on fire. But luckily he's playing this E2 luckily decides to play cat and mouse with a heavy tank. And I do get hit by artillery. I'm getting hit pounded with HE. Driver's dead, and I send the driver back in action, and thankfully my track gets up before artillery can reload. I duck behind this building. I track the E2. He uses his repair kit and backs in behind cover. Tracks back up, and luckily he comes out to peek. He thinks he can get one more shot. I don't think so. So, artillery, I'm going to wait about 5 seconds until I disappear before I go out there. I don't want to expose myself to more artillery fire. So now we're at a showdown. The last time I spotted artillery was in this area here. Artillery was around here. But he's driving an M44. He's a lot... I'm speculating to my team those sectors right here. So what's going on is I'm going to try and go to the cap. But again, this is a risky maneuver. If I go to the cap and he gets on our cap before me, it's either going to be a draw or a loss. I'm making a bit of a risk here because if I go to this cap circle, this whole area right here is a hill that I'm going to have to climb up. And that's going to bleed my speed a lot. So it's all about getting on the cap first because that will force his hand. If he gets on the cap, however, I'm done. The game's over because I'm not going to be able to get back in time to reset. Now, I play a little bit stupid in the cap circle here. Luckily, the artillery wasn't quick enough on the draw. I basically get on the very outer edge of the cap circle. Keep in mind, I think that the artillery is still sitting in this area. So, I want to make it so that he has to come out. He has to come way out of cover to see him. To see me. So, I'm sitting on this outer edge to give myself as much time as I can to spot him. But I'm playing like a lemming here because I'm used to playing in... I'm a medium player, so I'm used to having more mobility than this, so I'm kind of jinking back and forth. But what I'm doing is I'm just basically making myself easier to spot because I'm staying mobile. And I'm not really saving myself from any splash damage. If artillery shoots where I'm moving, he's going to hit me no matter where I am moving. So I should be really driving around the cap circle as opposed to just sitting like this. There's the arty. I start moving while my turret turns, aim and shoot, and I take out the arty. And that's game. So here's the after action report as requested by a viewer. It's a good idea. Thank you for that. You can see here's the after action report. 74,829 credits. This was during the special that was going on. So you do the most damage on your team, you get a credit bonus. You can see I got the Mastery Badge Ace Tanker for the T29 this battle. I got Steel Wall and I got Top Gun because 7 kills. You can see down below, without the special, I would have gotten 41,645 credits. Made a good 4.5k worth of XP, so that'll help in the grind. 17 shots fired. I fired 19 shots, 17 penetrated and went through, and either hit or bounced. That's an 89% hit ratio. I detected enemies, and my team did 656 damage upon this detecting. And I dealt 3.4k damage, about 3,495. Battle efficiency, you can see I pretty much hit every tank on the enemy team at least once. Some were multiple, and obviously some of those were kills. And yeah, so there's the after action report. And that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm grinding down the American heavies now because that's my latest path I'm taking. So I will show you some more heavy tank gameplay in the future, and there's more medium tank gameplay coming as well. So look forward to that. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.